Welcome back to Theme Park Realm News, and today we're taking a look at some exciting new announcements for the 2021 season at the Alton Towers Resort. So obviously in our last video we did talk about all of the changes to Alton Towers for 2021, including the addition of 4 temporary flat rides around the park. However, on Monday the 29th of March 2021, the park did reopen its gardens for local visitors, and with that they did announce some brand new events for 2021, and we also got a little look around the park at some of the other changes that have happened as well. So I thought I'd just make another follow-up video just to sort of cover some of the events that have been announced for 2021 and also take a look at some other bits that have come out since the park's partially reopened. So the first huge development is a brand new event for 2021 which will be known as Alton Towers Mardi Gras. Now, Mardi Gras will be a huge new celebration which starts on the 22nd of May and runs until the 20th of June 2021. The event will be a carnival-style takeover of the theme park, and we've already seen photos which confirm that a new stage has been constructed on the front lawns. You can also see much of the temporary seating and lighting from last year's Oktoberfest has been kept in place and is ready to go for the new event. The new event is also promising to bring some delicious food items from around the world, so I would expect some interesting food stalls to also be added around the park shortly. As you know, it's very rare that Alton Towers would extend their opening times during May and June, but the park is also currently planning on having extended opening hours during this new event, which is going to be brilliant to see. And the Alton Towers website states there'll be further details on the event released soon, so definitely keep an eye on the Alton Towers social media pages for further updates on that. Of course, with that, they have also now confirmed that both Oktoberfest and Scarefest and even fireworks are all going to be returning for the 2021 season as normal. The park have now also confirmed that there will be a big new summer event coming to the resort, but it is unfortunately unclear what this will be, but it certainly looks like there will be some form of live entertainment for the event, which is again fantastic to see as it really does add to the atmosphere around the park. And it's great to see so many of these events in the calendar. You know, I feel like this is what we were meant to have last year for the 40th anniversary, and they've decided to bring it all into 2021, and hopefully, you know, it can continue into the future as well. Now, in addition to all of those events, Christmas will also be returning for 2021 as it always does, but it will be even bigger and better this year than ever before. The park will be opening to the public for the first time in many years over Christmas. Now, it was open last year but only for locals, and as many of you know, Christmas at Alton Towers is normally exclusive for hotel guests only. So based on the current information that we have, the Christmas event for 2021 will actually be host to a brand new Christmas market, and I'm also expecting that the stage will remain in place at the bottom of Tower Street as well. Now, it's not currently clear if there will be any thrill rides open, but it certainly is possible, and I really think that would be fantastic, obviously, if that was the case, if they did have, like, you know, a select amount of thrill rides open for the park as well. Now, there has also been some huge new changes to Tower Street for 2021 as well. Now, nearly all of the buildings have actually been repainted in some form, and guest services has been moved back to where it used to be at the very top of Tower Street. Of course, with that, the box office has also been completely refurbished, and it's looking great from both the inside and outside as well. Now, on the other side of Tower Street, we have seen some other smaller changes. Now, unfortunately, the Photos building has been removed for 2021, but photos will now be processed from the box office instead. And one of the most famous features on Tower Street has to be the frog fountains, so these have also been fully refurbished for 2021, and the park has even added a brand new lighting system to the frogs, which I'm sure will look amazing at night. Obviously, with all of these events that are coming up, there's hopefully going to be quite a few days where you'll be able to see the park in the night this year, so another great addition for 2021. Around the rest of the park, rides have now started testing. We've seen Oblivion, the Smiler and Spinball Whizzer all being sent round, and that's just to name a few rides. Mutiny Bay has also seen some work. The Battle Galleons have had theming updates around the ride. The entrance to Sea Life has also been fully repainted, and just up the path, the Rapids have also seen some theming enhancements around the ride, so certainly great to see that they're maintaining some of the older attractions as well at the park. In terms of other general changes, the monorail has had some new signage and a new entrance pathway built at the hotel station. We're also expecting that the monorail will be back in operation this year, and from what I could see last year, it does look like the monorail trains have actually been refurbished. I can't confirm this 100%, but I could see one of the trains in sort of like the storage area last year, and it does look like they have been refurbished a little bit, so hopefully we'll get to see that when the park does reopen as well. So as I mentioned before, the Alton Towers gardens are currently open for local visitors, and even the gardens themselves have seen some changes for 2021. Now of course there has been some general TLC as they normally do, but the conservatories have actually now been turned into a full garden centre. Although this is a very strange addition, it is great to see that they've added something different and unique to the park, and hopefully that will bring more people into the actual gardens themselves once the theme park does reopen fully. Now as I mentioned in my previous update, temporary flat rides have been added around the park, and over the last week we've actually seen some further leaks on social media, and given that I can now confirm that there is indeed a Super Trooper in Forbidden Valley, there's a smashing jump ride installed in the X sector where Submission used to be, and there's also a Waltzers in the Dark Forest. Now we've also seen another video which is quite interesting and does actually show what appears to be a Twister style ride within the David Walliams area of the park. Now obviously with David Walliams, the actual Gangster Granny the ride isn't going to be open at the very start of the season, but that will be open on the 17th of May. But it does indicate, if they've added a temporary flat ride there, it does indicate that the actual area itself and all of the outdoor attractions will be open from the very start of the season, which is of course great to see that they are going to be getting that area finally reopened. So of course these are some more fantastic bits of news for 2021, and it's amazing to see that there's so many events this year. I think it actually might be one of the best years for the park to date. I've certainly never seen this many events within a season at Alton Towers before. So hopefully by the end of the season we can all return to some form of normality, and we will have had all of these great events throughout the year as well. Of course, as I say, these aren't the only changes, and of course the big new attraction, Gangster Granny the ride, will be opening on the 17th of May, and the resort's accommodation is also expected to reopen around this date as well. If you do want more sort of in-depth detail about that, then go ahead, take a look at the previous video. It's not normal that I would do two separate videos for one kind of season update, but there's just been so much more news that's come out about Alton Towers over the past week or so that I've just had to do two separate videos. So this one's more focused on the events, but if you want to go back and have a look at the other one, that's focused on other sort of more general things. So yeah, but as always, I really do appreciate you watching the video, so thank you very much. And if you do have any thoughts on the events, please do let me know in the comments down below, and as always I will see you in the next video.